Ba mu ba APC wala mun bar jam'iyyar APC mun dawo ADC chapa. Ba mu kita ba mu mata komi mun dai bari mun ɗebe ta.
Jogo nanya.
From the dusty plains of Kebbi to the oil-rich banks of the Delta, Nigerians are angry and they are no longer staying silent. Today, we take you inside the protests shaking the foundation of Tinubu'S government. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button because we cover Nigerian politics the way it should be covered. Raw, unfiltered, and from the ground up. Today's video, unlike anything we have done before, we're taking you to 4 states, Kebbi, Delta, Lagos, and Rivers, where ordinary Nigerians have stepped out of their home into the street and are demanding accountability from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his administration. These are no rumors. This is not social media speculation. This is happening right now. Let's get into it.
Ba mu ba APC wala mun bar jam'iyyar APC mun dawo ADC chapa. Ba mu kita ba mu mata komi mun dai bari mun ɗebe ta. Bati ba abite doke ta da kai ne ba shi ne doke ta da kai ne. Mun soki ogo da APC mun dawo ADC da gari da yaji. Baba ogo ya ɗebe abite shi ne sata. Mun bar wannan ta yi a wallah za mu ɗebe ta APC. Za mu ɗebe ta APC mu kawo ta ADC. Don mun bar ta yi nan da su. Mun bar ta yi nan da su. Mun ɗebe ta mun kawo ta ADC. Mun bar ta yi nan da su.
The footage you just watched is from Kebbi State, a place often overlooked in mainstream media, but a place where the pain of this administration is felt in every household, every farm, and every empty dinner plate. Kebbi State is Nigerian rice capital, or at least it used to be. Today, farmers say they can no longer afford fertilizer. Fuel costs have tripled since the removal of the petrol subsidy, and the naira, it buys almost nothing anymore. A bag of rice that cost 8,000 naira before now cost over 70,000. That is not an economy, that is a crisis. Watch this footage clearly. These are not paid protesters. These are farmers, traders, teachers, and young people who woke up one morning and decided that silence was no longer an option. You can see demonstrators here tearing apart posters and photographs of Mr. President right in front of the state secretaries, stomping on them as the crowd cheers. One elderly farmer who asked not to be named told our correspondent on the ground, "I have farmed this land for 40 years. Today, I can no longer feed my own children." That is Kebbi State, and that pain is being echoed across the entire nation. Now we move south to Delta State, and the irony here could not be more bitter if tried. This is a state that sits on billions of dollars worth of crude oil. Nigerians' oil wealth flows from this ground. Yet, the people of Delta State cannot afford petrol. They cannot afford cooking gas. Their hospitals are underfunded. Their roads are crumbling. And their young people have no jobs to go into in the morning. In Asaba and Warri, hundreds took to the streets carrying torn banners of the APC and shredded photographs of Tinubu and state officials. Some protesters burned effigies in the afternoon heat. Security forces were deployed, but the crowd did not move. They did not scatter. They stood their ground. One protest leader climbed on top of the car bonnet and addressed the crowd directly. He said, "They take our oil and give us poverty. Not one more day." That line brought the crowd to roar. And watching this footage, it is not hard to understand why. Now to Lagos, Tinubu's own backyard, and perhaps the most powerful and symbolic protest of them all. The weight of what you are watching cannot be overstated. These are the streets that built Tinubu's political career. These markets, these motor parks, these neighborhoods, they deliver him votes. They chanted his name, they put him in Asorok, and now those same streets are rejecting him. Look at this scene in Oshodi. Traders who once campaigned for Tinubu are publicly tearing up his campaign posters. These are not opposition members. These are his own people. In Lekki, a new generation of young Nigerians, many of them veterans of 2020 NSAS protests, marched with signs reading, "You chap out our future," and "Hunger is not governance." Police presence was heavy throughout the Lagos. Sirens, riot shields, tense standoffs at major intersections, but the energy in that city was unmistakable. Lagos was not afraid. Lagos was furious. From Kebbi to Delta, from Lagos to Rivers, you have seen the footage with your own eyes. You have heard the voices. You have watched the posters fall and the crowds rise. One message rings across every state, every street corner, every protest ground. The Nigerian people are watching. They are suffering. They are speaking. Whether this government chooses to listen is a question only time will answer. But what is no longer in question is this: the silence is broken, the streets have spoken, and Nigeria will not go back looking away. If this video moved you, share it with someone who needs to see it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Where are you watching from and what you want to see next? And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. We'll keep bringing you the truth, no matter where it leads. Nigeria will move.